Yeah, I'm glad I got that fixed. It was like showing my resolution, but like it was only showing on like half my phone for some reason.
I'd still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
I had no
Breathe
idea
deep
what the fuck I
and move.
fixed, but
Not everyone made it out alive.
yeah. Not everyone made it out alive. All right, so let's just go over what a potion of healing is. So it's 2d4 plus 2 health, and it heals or removes burning. A drought for curing minor cuts and bruises. It's bonus action to drink, single use, 0.4 and weight 20 value. We have a Skull of Revivify, revive a companion, they return to life with 1 hit point, range at 30 feet, action, single use, 0.04 and weight 100 in value. This is a keychain. The keychain is lightly rusted from use. Every new key that jingles on it is a mode of possibility, a frontier to explore. 0.2 in weight 1 in value. We have Alchemy Pouch, stores your ingredients and extracts. A patuna of pure alchemical matter coats this pouch, hopefully not the former owner reduced to dust by their experiments. 0.2 in weight 1 in value, and we have a camp supply pack, stores your camp supplies. Small compartments line the sack, a compass-sized furrow, a pocket packed of storing salts, and an area for stiff tent legs, fixing pegs, and folded canvas. 4.2 in weight, 41 in value. And then you get a supply pack, 40 camp supplies. A collection of cured meats, dried fruits, kindling, and anything else necessary to survive life on the road. Everything, down to the flint, smells distinctly as smoked ham. And we got a scale mail, medium armor, equipped by Yukra, 14 armor class, disadvantage on stealth checks. A hefty shirt of scale, offering some protection against the slings and arrows of the world. AC bonus from dexterity limited to +2. 24 in weight, 65 in value. We got leather boots. These boots are well maintained and clean, though their soles are thin from wear. 1.1 in weight, 15 in value. Tasteful boots equipped by Yukra, made of tough, well-worn leather. These boots have survived years of use and could survive many more. 1.1 in weight, 5 in value. And we have homely clothes, perfect for ambling around a campsite, enjoying the starlight and good conversation. 2 in weight, 11 in value. And then we have a longsword. It's a versatile weapon, which means you could either wield it with 1 or 2 hands. It can be wielded with 1 hand or both, deals more damage when wielded with both. The description reads, a common sword passed between hands, both fresh and battle scarred, 2.7 in weight, 40 in value. And then proficiency with this weapon sword unlocks pommel strike, lacerate, and rush attack. So yeah, if you're holding it with 1 hand, it's 1d8. Holding it with 2 hands, that's 1d10 plus your strength modifier and slashing damage. So pommel strike does 1d4 bludgeoning damage. And you make a non-lethal attack against an enemy and possibly daze them. Dazing them lasts for 2 turns. Enemies have to succeed on a constitution saving throw in order to avoid being dazed. It's a melee attack roll. You get it back after a short rest that uses a bonus action. You have lacerate. Does your weapon damage, but slashes at your target's vital points to make it bleed. Bleeding lasts for 2 turns. Enemies have to succeed on the constitution save in order to avoid bleeding. It's a melee attack roll, you get it back after a short rest, uses an action, and then rush attack. Does 1d4 plus your strength modifier and piercing damage. Charge forward and attack the first enemy in your way, possibly pushing them off balance. Off balance lasts for 2 turns, and it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So the range is 30 feet on rush attack. Enemies have to succeed on a strength saving throw in order to avoid being thrown off balance. And it's attack roll, you get it back after every short rest it uses in action. I think that's all descriptions that we can read right now. I guess let's read this rune slate. Holding this tablet causes a flash of inscrutable images to appear before the eyes before vanishing, leaving a mild headache in their place. 0.4 in weight, 1 in value. What about the onyx? It said when Char walks upon the earth, she leaves a path of onyx behind her. 0.02 in weight, 35 in value. We'll pick that up. And we got the rune slate here.
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Alrighty. What about this? A cartilaginous chest. Ooh, 11 gold. You can find a dozen different currencies in Faerun, but everyone accepts gold. 0.02 in weight, 11 in value. The description on this reads, the flesh-like lid of this rubbery container seems to quiver when touched. 40 in weight, 1 in value, and the chest is sturdy. This material is rather strong. Only a hit that deals at least 10 damage can affect it.
Where the hells are we?
No idea, sir.
Someone else got out. Might be other survivors. Lucky I made it out.
Alright, we'll loot
What's
this dead
inside?
mind flayer. Ooh, for a jade, a precious mineral from the Sea of Fallen Stars, cherished by sovereigns and stone carvers alike, 0.02 in weight, 45 in value.
Dead. Good.
I guess we'll look at the nursery.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Okay, I'll reach toward the pool, investigate it, or leave. Nah, we're definitely gonna investigate it, boys. What does this... Oh. Behair blue or scuffed metal. Fine, alright, we'll use scuffed metal. That has to give us a bonus, right? Alrighty. Well. Whoops.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Of course I do. My character is not that intelligent. Wow. A D4 force damage. Of course I take the max amount. Oh, thank you, game. That's wonderful.
Wonder who was inside.
Asshole. Alright. 20. Really? I only get the gold from there? Really? That's all I get? Gold? Boo. What is this? Alright, time to start over. This is rigged against me.
Does. Odd. I feel.
Alright, we'll use the restoration pod to get back to full health. I guess let's loot this dead goblin. Okay, for 7 gold. Alright, let's read what the Illithid record does.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Illithid record, a mind flayer tablet, elegant and alien. It seems to bypass the eyes and project information straight into one's brain. 0.4 in weight, 1 in value.
We are trapped.
Now we got this over here.
The schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship. A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution. Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design traversed by ships just like this. 1,000 years of humanoid history, elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
I really couldn't come up with another word for flash behind your eyes. Feels like that's been saying it a lot, you know? Alright, time to talk to the guy who's under operation. And you could actually examine the bodies and get statistics about them. So, yeah, Muranov here is a level 1 high half-elf, 10-hour class. Oh, -1 intelligence, probably because its brain is literally being exposed. Yeah, technically, like, citizens in D&D are like the common NPC as, like, 10 in each stat, right? 10 seen as, like, the baseline. And because it's a half-elf, it has dark vision, fey ancestry, and opportunity attack. Okay, well, okay, fine. Let's go talk to this person. Yeah, cool. I don't need... It kind of ripped for a... Oh, a little bit of a jolt there. Okay, okay. I respect it.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
See, I could, I feel like my character would, or I feel like if I was in this situation, I would say, you sound I would either say, who am I talking to, or you sound afraid. Why? I don't think I would immediately jump to, tell me what to do. I mean, I could just leave, if, like, I was revolted, but I'll say, you sound afraid. Why?
Enemy. So many enemies.
Okay, you don't really explain who these enemies are, or what kind, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'll ask, who are you? What are you?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
Fine. I could destroy the brain, but I'm actually going to say it's actually wise in this campaign. Well, not in this campaign, but in honor mode, you can actually get a potential ally here if I roll well enough. I mean, in character, if I passed the Arcana check and figured out what this creature was, I feel like my character would be more inclined to destroy the brain because it's actually it's like Devour. It's a minion of the creatures who captured you. So I don't know why I would save this thing when it's literally on the side of the creatures that put a worm in my head. So I'm making a choice here that's not character driven. It's strategically driven. So yeah, just tell me what to do,
Remove us
please.
from this body, from this case. Free us, please.
And I guess I'll go with the strength check because that's my highest score. Yeah, I gotta gently prise the brain from the skull, inspect the exposed brain, or destroy it again, or not again, but yeah, I'll try to break the skull. DC a 10, I need a roll a 10 or higher, or 7 or higher with my strength score. Really? I roll a 3 and a 2 my first 2 rolls of this campaign? Alright, this game's against me. Chat, this game is actually against me. Well, okay, it doesn't work. I do get a second chance. Well, I can come back with another character.
Holds fast.
Yeah, the skull holds fast. Well, I'm not going to destroy it. I'm just going to come back with another character. Once I recruit someone else to my party, that is. So, unfortunate, but whatever. My guy is not that strong, even though... Or I just sucked at the roll, you know what I mean? Goddamn, rolling a 3 and a 2 for my first 2 stats, really?
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Blackith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Yeah, okay, yeah. What made you think I was a thrall, I guess? Now, I would ask that, probably.
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
That didn't really answer my question of why made you think I was a thrall. That just kind of... You just kind of explained... She must have saw me put a mind flayer parasite in my head. Did she think I already turned or something? I don't know. Well, I'll ask... Who are you?
Your only chance of survival.
Oh, you're built different, huh? Fine. Fine. I'll say... We need to figure out where we are, I
can
guess.
do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority.
Ah, she does not listen to what I say.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
And this is our first combat in honor mode. Let's get going. Alright, we got 3 imps here. Imps are not that powerful. If you see here, examine... Yeah, 7 health, 7 armor class. I mean, even on honor mode, this fight should be easy. You can see here I have a 95% chance of hitting. I'll just come forward. Okay, yeah. I mean, because the only thing I could roll is a 1 and miss, right? Armor class is 7. I get a +5 to the roll for being proficient with a long sword, and then plus her strength modifier is +3. So literally the only thing that I can roll and miss is a 1. A 1 is an automatic critical failure in D&D, which is why it's at 95%.
Where do we go from here?
Since we're both fighters, both of us have strength of 17, so we get a +3 to melee weapons on our attacks. Plus, we're proficient with those weapons, so we get a +2. Since we're both fighters, obviously it would make sense that we are proficient or excel at using weapons. So, yeah, 95%. Really? Really? This is what we're doing? Alright, my main character officially sucks. He's being carried this whole campaign, huh? Really? He rolls a 1. He rolls a 1. What is this shit? Oh, and I take 4 fire damage. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll just have Lae'zel solo the whole party. Alrighty.
Still breathing, despite...
Okay, there we go. There we go.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Yeah, I missed my first attack. Let's not talk about
To
that.
hell.
Scimitar. Okay, so this is a melee weapon. Does 1d6 plus a finesse. So 1d6, and because it's a finesse weapon, it either uses your strength or your dex modifier to determine damage. And it's a light weapon, which means it can be dual wielded with another light weapon. So proficiency with this weapon type unlocks Lacerate, which we already read the description for that, and Flourish. So Flourish throws your enemy off balance. This time, Flourish, enemies have to succeed on a dex saving throw in order to avoid being thrown off balance. That lasts for 2 turns. It's a melee attack roll. You get it back after a short rest, and it uses a bonus action. So the +3 comes from your strength modifier, right? So if I was only had like a so your modifier is determined by your strength score, which is 17, and then you divide by 10. So 17, or not divide by 10, minus, so it's 17, and then you subtract 10, which would be 7. And then after that, you divide by 2, which would be 3.5. And in D&D, you always round down. So it's not like the standard rules of like what math is, right? Because 3.5 in like general math terms would obviously round up to 4, right? And obviously, I mean, so technically it'd be in parentheses, right? Because you would do division before you do subtraction, multiplication with PEMDAS, right? But in this, it would be in parentheses. It would be 17 minus 10, or whatever your strength score is, and then so if your strength score is 20, it'll be 20 minus 10, which is 10, and then divide by 2, which is 5. And in D&D, you generally can't get a stat above 20 if you're a PC main player character. If you're a monster, you can get above a 20. So right, with a strength, I have a +3 modifier. Dexterity is only a +1. So dexterity is used for ranged weapons. It says with ranged and effect weapons. There's a little description for each. Constitution's used to determine your health. That's a +2. Intelligence is used for spellcasting if you're a wizard. Wisdom is used for spellcasting if you're a cleric, druid, or a ranger. And then charisma is it improves spellcasting for bards, paladins, sorcerers, and warlocks, and it influences traders' prices. It's a force of personality. So obviously, just because of how charismatic I am in real life, I would have like a charisma of like 19, 20. No, I was kidding. Obviously, I made a fighter, so like my main stat is gonna be strength here. Right, so that's. Anyways, here I got a mint. Let me quickly pop this in my mouth. Guess we'll take the scimitar. 2.7 weight, 30 in value for that weapon. We're not going to equip it, but we're going to sell it. Yeah, see, it's only +1 because my dex modifier is only +1. Proficiency with this weapon type unlocks Piercing Shot, which does deal regular damage and possibly inflict gaping wounds, which cause extra damage on attacks. So Gaping Wounds last for 2 turns. So I don't know why it says melee attack roll, because it's literally a ranged weapon, but whatever. Enemies have to succeed on a Constitution save in order to avoid receiving Gaping Wounds. It's an attack roll, you get it back after a short rest and uses an action. This crossbow's cast iron latches modeled with blooms of rust. 4.5 in weight, 30 in value. Its range is 60 feet, light crossbow, 2-hand weapon. Obviously 2 hands, that's self-explanatory, requires 2 hands to use. And light crossbow is a D8 plus your dex modifier and piercing damage. We're actually going to equip this because we don't have a ranged weapon currently in our inventory. So just in case, obviously I'm going to be more proficient in melee attacks, but in case I can't get into range because there's a limited movement speed per turn, I do have a bow in case I need to use it. We'll send this to Lizelle because she has a short bow equipped. She starts with a bow, but isn't as good as a light crossbow. Short bow is only D6 plus your dex modifier and piercing damage. Proficiency with this weapon type unlocks hamstring shot, which does shoot an enemy in the thigh and possibly reduce their movement speed by 50%. That lasts for 2 turns. The range is 60 feet. Enemies have to succeed on a Constitution save in order to avoid having their movement speed reduced. You get it back after a short rest. It uses an attack roll. This small, agile bow bears a beautiful elven strain, easy to draw but tough as steel, 1.8 in weight, 16 in value. So we're going to switch this out, I'm going to switch to Lizelle here. I'm going to equip this, equip Lizelle. I'm actually going to give this short bow back to Yikov for him to sell. So Lizelle starts a different armor. She starts with Githyanki Halfplate, 15 armor class, disadvantage on stealth checks. This armor was forged of Lakiv standards under the exacting eye of a Githyanki smith. 24 in weight, 180 in value. And then she has Githyanki boots. Her athletic score goes up by 1. Lavishly decorated boots crafted on faraway plains from stolen metals and poached rubies. It's medium armor. Weighs 4 pounds, and it's 30 in value. Lizelle's clothes, as exciting as a trade deposition and as functional as a brick, 2 in weight, 11 in value. Lizelle's underwear, built for function rather than fun. Fair enough. 0.2 in weight, how light is that underwear? 6 in value, what the heck? I feel like underwear has to weigh more than 0.2 pounds, no? Or am I just weak? Wait, no, we need to get back to my main character. He's gonna be the one that carries everything. 1 gold? Really? Poor ass man. That's why you're dead, little boy. Alright, we're gonna take the hand axe here. So yeah, 1d6 plus my strength modifier and slashing damage. Proficiency unlocks lacerate and straightforward hatchet dulled slightly from chopping wood or bones. Because a hand axe, I could throw this weapon. So melee weapons that are also made to be thrown, such as daggers, hand axes, javelins, light hammers, spears, and tridents. When thrown, these weapons deal the same damage they would for a melee attack. 1.8 in weight, 16 in value. I'll take that. What does this say?
Brains.
We'll loot the dead thrall for a potion of healing. We'll loot this imp for a hand axe. Alrighty. We're actually gonna go back up and try to recruit that little imp guy. We'll loot this incinerated mind flayer. Okay, caustic bulb. It does 1d4 acid damage. Throw this slime-covered bulb at a target to coat it to the ground and anything nearby in caustic brine. It lasts until a long rest. Soft to the touch and covered with a thin layer of colorless slime. 0.6 in weight, 2 in value. And then spike bulb does 1 damage. The barbs inside this bulb explode on impact, making all nearby creatures bleed. That lasts for 1 turn. A sticky sap-like substance trickles down the spikes of this bulb. 0.6 in weight, 1 in value. I'll pick both of those things up. Thank you very much. Alright, Lizelle, hopefully you're stronger or more successful than my guy here.
To the helm. We must not delay.
Well, we actually are gonna delay, Lizelle. I'm sorry. Here, you stay there. We must not delay. Well, we actually are delaying. Sorry, Lizelle, for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I've already read all this.
Please. before they return.
See, because so
Return.
what I like about this game, yeah, depending on what race you pick, sometimes they get unique options. So Lizelle's playing as a Githyanki, and Githyanki in D&D, there's someone who actually used to be enslaved by mind flayers. So I mean, really, she would, like, in all honesty, in story, I feel like Lizelle, especially with her character, she would easily destroy this brain. She would be like, I feel like she would definitely say something like this, especially just knowing Lizelle's character, especially at the beginning of her story arc. I don't want to spoil anything about it, but we're not here for the story. Well, we are, but we're not here to roleplay. Well, okay. This particular instance, we're not roleplaying. We're trying to get this ally. Oh! Thank you, Lizelle. I'll go to teammate. For real, for real.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
Okay, we're not going to mutilate the body, or the brain. We're going to spare the creature.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
Lizelle already knows what's at the helm, but, I mean, let's see what the imp says, because...
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
Alright, what should I call you?
Us. We are us.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, I'll go, but not with you. I helped you once, but that's all I could do. Alright, let's go or attack the brain. I'm not gonna attack the brain. I'm obviously gonna keep him, so I mean, I'm just gonna logically go with the first choice here.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Alright.
I've got a long road ahead. On my way.
Do 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 do. Alright, let's loot the dead thrall right here.
We'll be able to take another dragon attack. We need to
Oh,
get
we got
out
a
before
short
it's
bow,
too
a
late.
short sword. It's a finesse weapon, so it's either your strength or dex modifier. 1d6 plus your strength modifier, or dex and piercing damage. Proficiency with this weapon type unlocks piercing strike and flourish. A common and effective sword carried by adventurers, thieves, and watchmen alike. 1.8 in weight, 16 in value. Yeah, we already know what flourish does. Piercing strike, yeah, we already know what piercing strike does. Same thing as piercing shot, except piercing strike is melee instead of piercing shot. And yeah, simple robe, 10 armor class clothing, crafted with care. This sword will protect you from the elements and won't do much against the sword's thrust though. Well, we're not going to equip that because we don't want less armor class, but we are going to pick that up so we can sell it. Alright, dead thrall. Oh, you don't got any shoes on. Okay. Alright, 1 gold. Alright, you guys are just all officially poor. You guys are just all poor. Okay. I mean, how much gold do I have? 53 gold? Phew! No,
Machinery. I cannot hear a sense of it.
Alright. Yeah, Arcana uses your intelligence, and obviously my intelligence is my weakest stat, so the chances of me succeeding. Of course, I failed all 3. Alright. Dead. Sacrifice cultist, what do you say?
Dead. totally unresponsive.
Yeah, that's cool. Alright, what about you?
Moment to talk.
Light flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
Alright, we're looting the backpack. Ooh, agate, a fine stone for carving, often found at the base of volcanoes, 0.02 in weight, 20 in value. We'll take the 2 gold with that. Why should I? No.
Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
Fine.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Damn, Lazel, you don't even want to free her? I mean, she's kind of hot.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
Also, just kind of cruel not to. I mean, not also. Then obviously made me even. I mean, I'm gonna try to free someone. I'm not playing evil, guys. Come on. Find a way to release the captive. We encountered a survivor trapped inside one of the pods aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps we can find a way to free her. And then we have escaped the Nautiloid. Find a way off the Nautiloid. We've been abducted by mind flayers and infected with some kind of parasite. We need to find a way off this ship, and then reach the helm. We met a Githyanki named Glazel. She told us we can escape if we reach the ship's helm. Alrighty. Alright, fine. Let's look at the contraption.
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
Whatever fits in that socket must power this thing.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Dark Mind, 10 in weight, 1 in value. A humanoid brain, alive and in perfect condition, suspended in cerebrospinal fluid. Fair enough. And a burnished necklace. Bright and polished, this necklace is clearly cherished by its previous owner. 0.1 in weight, 20 value. We'll pick that up. Elaborate Recolori, medium toughness. This material is unusually strong. Only a hit that deals at least 22 damage can affect it. Made of precious stone and covered in gold, this chest is both sturdy and pleasing to the eye. Alright, time to loot the dead thrall. Ooh, gold key, an elaborately gilded key, 0.02 in weight, 1 in value, and a scimitar. We'll pick that up.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
I wish there was a way you could free her, but unfortunately...
A dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Damn. You actually get a unique piece of dialogue. Well, if I'm a companion, if you sit in one of these chairs.
I hear something. Voices.
See? Look what she says.
I hear nothing of the sort.
Interesting. I don't know. I'm like, I thought that was kind of a little unique exploration feature. Well, not exploration feature, but ooh, 2 potions of healing. I'll take that. Okay, Elder Tarun. A strange energy buzzes through this alien object. You are sure you've never seen any of the like, yet part of you recognizes it as a component of some bigger machine. 0.4 in weight, 1 in value. I'll pick it up. And a quill. A long, sharpened feather plucked from the wing of a goose. 0 in weight, 1 in value. Now, yeah, we found an Eldritch rune and may help us to rescue the captive half-elf.
Perfect.
Yeah, see, if I press this button here, place my hand on the
As
console.
you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Okay, I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt. It's getting kind of warm. Actually, I need to this away.
Cane char, changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
It will be our fate, Lizelle.
Bloody beard. I'm not waiting around for that to happen to us.
Yeah. Now, as we can see here, it's a mind
The
flayer.
newborn mind flayer stares at you,
Or she's a
weak
mind
and
flayer.
dazed.
I actually have no idea. Are mind flayers genderless? I have no idea. I mean, I have no idea how they procreate. I do. They put tadpoles in your head.
Come on! Get me under this thing!
All right, we got stay calm. I'll find a way to get this open. I found some sort of key in a pod store. Oh yeah, I found some sort of key.
Try using it on that machine next to me. Hurry! Please!
Well, at least he said please this time.
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
All right, let's figure out. This is really -1 because of my intelligence. Oh my god, dude! I've been sucking on all my rolls, dude. My character is just not good.
Nothing in the appearance of the device betrays its purpose. It could do anything. It could even transform the occupant of the pod, like what happened before.
Fine. All right, Lizelle.
Plackets will be
You
done.
give it a try. You do the Arcana check.
The console hums steadily, awaiting command.
Yeah. Lizelle, you study the contraption to figure out what it does. Oh my goodness. Well, Lizelle doesn't know either.
Nothing in the appearance of the device betrays its purpose. It could do anything. It could even transform the occupant of the pod, like what happened before.
Yeah, well, while my characters have no idea what it does, I do. So I know it doesn't affect her. I was just curious if I was going to be able to pass the Arcana check. So,
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then
oh great.
discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to open pod. Okay. I finally get a... But even then, that wasn't even a great roll. It was just, unfortunately, luckily the DC class on that
Feel
was
the
terrible
biomechanical
or
brain
low.
of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Yeah, the reason why I decided, I mean, if I was RPing, maybe I would have decided to leave Shadowheart, but, and the reason why, one, Shadowheart has it, she gets access to a powerful spell that's going to be helpful in this upcoming fight. And you also get XP, well, actually, I think you only get 5 XP for freeing her, I think. Actually, wait, how much XP are we at right now? We're at 50, yeah, we only get 5 XP for freeing her. It's more of the fact of getting access to a spell that she has as being, because she's a cleric, that could potentially help in the fight. And two, once I recruit her as an actual companion, her relationship towards me, or attitude towards me, will increase, not relationship. If you go, every character has a relationship status towards you, or approval, not relation. I don't know why I said relationship. I guess, yeah, relationship, right? So every character starts at a true neutral, but over time it'll go up, right? Like Zell right now is at a 0, right? She has no strong feelings towards me, neutral or whatever, right? She just takes some, I mean, right now we're allied because of... I mean, like, we're allied out of need right now, not allied out of want. She doesn't hate me. She doesn't dislike me. It's like a coworker, right? Or, well, I said coworkers, but enough yapping. Let's recruit Shadowheart. Well, kind of. Officially, she doesn't become a permanent companion yet.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Yeah, she kind of has an issue with Githyanki, which definitely is on the side of racism. I'm not gonna lie there.
More that Gith have a problem with everyone else. But there's more important matters right now. Survival. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
I mean, would it be racist or speciesist, right? I mean, because in D&D, right? I mean, you play different species. I mean, what? I mean, like, the term race in D&D is different from the term race in our society, right? Races in our society is just described, like... I mean, like, it's a sensitive topic, so I'm not really should delve too much into it, but... Like, races in D&D are used... I mean, it's different, like, species, right? It's like, stuff like a dwarf, or an elf, or a human, right? Like, Shadowheart's elf. I'm playing as a dwarf, and Lae'zel's like a Githyanki, right? And we're humanoids in the fact that like we are like shaped like we're both we're bipedal and stuff. But anyways, enough of that. Yeah. See how I felt just before we were in each other's heads.
It must be because of those parasites they put in us. But that'll have to wait. Are we going to help each other or not? Shadowheart. One moment. It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
See, yeah, you get a 5 experience. Now we're all at 55. Now, the main reason why... oh, shit, what was I gonna talk about? Yeah, this is actually kind of like the first, like, information that you learn about the tadpoles. Like, speaking about these tadpoles. It's not necessarily unique. I mean, it depends if you knew anything about Mind Flayer parasites, like if your character did before this campaign. Which doesn't really matter, but it's that you're able to peer into the mind of people that share your affliction. Right? Like, I was able to peer into Shadowheart's head and read her thoughts. Right? I mean, like, that's how I figured out that she has issues of Githyanki, right? Or, like, why she was wary. It wasn't because she directly said it out loud, it was because... I forgot to pick up the other chest, didn't I? Fuck.
Can't slow down.
I mean, this one I can pick up because it's right here. I forgot to pick up the one.
More for me?
All the way at the beginning of the dungeon. Fuck. I mean, hopefully it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, you guys are probably wondering why I'm picking up these chests, because, I mean, they don't sell for much, right? It's one value. But there's a reason for this, trust me. There's a reason for my madness. Alright, let's use the key to unlock this chest for 15 gold and an onyx. I'll take that. I guess let's get an additional, like, 20 experience or whatever by attacking these cultists. Alright, we'll do that. Move over here. Damn, 20 damage. Shit. Really? Shit, okay. Okay. I mean, you do a critical hit on, like, a very weak creature.
Let's finish this. Have to keep going.
Alrighty, let's burn you to death, I guess. Okay.
I am fury. I am death. On the move.
Oh, damn, 2 critical hits on that. Okay. Really? Like, I use up my critical hits on creatures that are weak. I don't need a mug. Alright, I'll pick up the 2 gold. Bottle. Mysterious liquid is dried to the bottom of this bottle. 0.2 in weight, 1 in value. Don't need that. This is what I'm gonna do. The spell book for Shadowheart, because she's a cleric. She gets access to spells. I'm gonna keep Guiding Bolt. Cure Wounds I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna put Bless. This command spell. Command a creature to flee, move closer, freeze, drop to the ground, or drop its weapon. The last bit, drop its weapon. That is very important in this fight against the commander of this ship. So I'm able to get him to drop his weapon. For some reason, I don't know why, he doesn't pick it up after it's dropped. Now, it's not a guarantee that he drops it, right? I mean, in D&D, it's not just say, oh, I command him to drop his weapon, he drops it. I have to... Hopefully luck is on my side, and he drops the weapon. Actually, I am gonna use this restoration pod right here, so we get back up to full health. Okay. That was important.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Kanyank.
I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of going back to the issue with Shadowheart being racist. I mean, to be fair to Shadowheart, slightly fair, Lisa wanted to leave Shadowheart. Alright, if you go up to the Nautiloid, I mean, okay, not necessarily, I mean, yeah. Because, I mean, like, Lizelle literally says, her character, do you intend to die for a stranger? Which some people are gonna say, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, if I was trapped into something, and, like, a stranger had a chance to get me, and then I'm eventually got out because of someone else, I feel like, I don't know if I would be mad at the stranger, but, like, I definitely wouldn't be happy. I would be like, yeah, you know, I understand. Right? I don't know. It's... I mean, both Shadowheart and Lizelle have issues at the game start. I think I mean, there is no love lost between those two. Let's just put it mildly. I am blocking. Okay. Yeah, so she has two level 1 spots, so or two level 1 spells. Shadowheart has 2 chances to get the commander to
No one
drop
back
this
home
weapon.
will ever believe this.
And let's give this a go. She has a scroll of Detect Thoughts. It's an uncommon scroll. Focus your mind to read the thoughts of certain creatures while talking to them. It lasts until a long rest and uses concentration. Action, single use 0.04 and weight 65 in value. And she has a studded shield. +2 armor class. The side of the shield has a slightly lighter color as a part of it was cut away and replaced. 5.4 in weight, 15 in value. She has a mace. So 1d6 plus your strength modifier and bludgeoning damage. Proficiency with this weapon type unlocks Concussive Smash. Concussive Smash, possibly dazes your target. They can't take reactions and lose a dexterity bonus to their armor class. That lasts for 2 turns. It's a melee attack roll. Enemies have to make a constitution save in order to avoid being dazed. When you get back after a short rest, it uses an action. A simple but effective mace cast in mass by human blacksmiths, 3.6 in weight, 30 in value. See, for her it's 1d6 plus 1, because she only has a +1 to strength modifier. And for Shadowheart, she has a chain shirt armor, medium armor, 13 armor class. While the stitching on the shirt is rushed and uneven, the chain mail is sturdy, and the garment is decorated with an obsidian disc that seems to swallow all light. 18 in weight, 15 value, and then she has a circlet. Provides its wear a touch of elegance but no additional protection. And she has Shadowheart clothes. A little bar of standard issue cloister soap is tucked into this outfit. It smells like lime and religious fervor. And the Shadowheart's underwear and pants cabrewed. Alrighty. Here we go. Shadowheart, I pray that you succeed. Okay, now I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt.
Thrall, connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
Oh shit, I missed.
Impact is imminent. I must connect the helm.
Okay. Alright, switch weapons. I want you to use your melee weapon here. Lae'zel. Damn, 3 damage. Okay, nice, nice. Fuck! Oh, I never picked up the... No, I never picked up the... I'm so... Oh, I trolled that, guys. Oh, I really trolled that. Fuck. I forgot to pick up... There was one of these outside I forgot to pick up. It does... Fuck! Okay, okay. I'm able to kill that at least. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the light crossbow. God damn it, guys. Oh... Really? Saved on the Mind Blast? Really? Saved... He rolled a 20. He rolled a fucking... Oh, he rolled a fucking 20. That's awesome. Really, guys? Really? Where's your dash action? Alright, here you go.
Talk to me. On I go.
Command. Drop its weapon. 55% chance. Let's go. Let's fucking go. But I'm upset at myself because I made a big mistake. Fuck! Spent too much time yapping to you guys. You know what? I'm blaming you. I blame you for this. No, I'm
We
picking
must
up
take the
this tank.
transponder.
No, I'm not blaming you guys, but alright, fine. I'm sending this to my main character, the sword.
I will
Alright,
not
come on,
know
Lae'zel, take
failure.
out this infamy. Nice, nice. We'll send that to you, my main character here.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, that makes me so mad. We'll pick this up. We'll pick this up. I guess I could. I mean, the chances... Fine, I'll just dash to get there sooner. I don't know.
These boots are
I was
cemented.
debating trying to take because dash uses an action, right? You get double movement speed, but you can't attack that turn. But anyways, the reason why I'm so upset at myself is there was a Nautiloid tank right next to where Shadowheart was. There's no description of this. It's just you kind of have to find this out through just playtesting. If you it does say oily liquid, and if you know anything about oil, what causes oil to explode is fire. If I explode the tank with fire, it's going to cause a big explosion and do damage. Maybe enough to kill the commander. But the thing is, the commander's so strong, it takes multiple of these Nautiloid tanks to take him out. And I wanted to use every single one that I could. And there was one all the way back here. I can't even get to it. Like, there was like one like right next to where Shadowheart was. I missed it. Fucking didn't grab it. And I can't go back there now in the middle of combat, so... Now I'm stuck with only 3. So that kind of pisses me off. That I forgot that. That was my own fault. So... But yes, anyways, yeah, the dash action it uses... Yeah, because you only get 1 per turn, obviously at level 1, right? And well, even for most characters, well, for most classes, you only get 1 action per turn, right? So with your action, the majority of the time you're going to be attacking, right? I mean, like, you can either melee attack or range attack if you're like a fighter or a ranger, but if you're a spellcaster, you can cast spells. And you also get a bonus action your turn. So anyway, also with your action, you could throw something from your inventory, whether it's a weapon or an item. You could also take the hide action. Hide action allows you to get advantage on your next attack roll. Or you could dash, which doubles your movement speed. Or you could take the help action to help down characters or remove burning and snared from people. But that takes an action, right? Or disengage, which means you won't provoke opportunity attacks. And a bonus action is something else that you can do in your turn. There's some things that can only be done with an action, some things that can only be done with a bonus action in a turn. Anyways, enough yapping. There's nothing else I can do on my turn, so we're ending turn here. Okay, good. You actually did something. Awesome. And we'll go up here, and of course you miss. Awesome.
I'm ready.
Awesome. That's just
Got to press on.
brilliant. Well done. We are going to cast Bless to... This is the second most important spell in the game. The first, or not in this game, in this combat. The first is Command to get the commander to drop his weapon, but this is the second most important because it increases your character's attack rolls and saving throws. And the thing is, I'm actually going to cast this on the Mind Flayer to increase his chances of killing the commander Zolk. Because the Mind Flayer is the most powerful ally that we have in this combat, so any benefit to him is going to help us. Most powerful in that his chances of hitting the commander are the highest, plus he does the most damage. Like, I can't do 17 damage in one go with any of my characters, unless it's a critical hit. And, like, I roll really, really well. So I'm going to bless up to 3 creatures. I'm going to bless the Mind Flayer, my main character, and Lae'zel with this. It lasts for 10 turns. Up to 10 turns, I should say. So essentially, I have to spend... So, concentration can break if I take damage. I have to roll a saving throw. To see if I, succeed or not. To see if I keep concentration on it. Okay, my player, please don't die. And now, because obviously I made him drop his weapon, he can't do, I mean, instead of doing, like, however much damage he was doing with Everburn Blade, he can only do max of 12 damage per turn. The bludgeoning damage is always the same. It's, you don't roll for damage. It's just 1 plus your strength modifier. So for the Commander Zulk, he does 6 damage per hit, and he gets 2 attacks per turn, so he can max do 12 damage to the Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer currently has 79 more health, so Mind Flayer, right now, the Commander Zulk doesn't miss any more attacks, can survive for 6 more turns. Right, because 12 times 5 is 60. No, 7 more turns. My bad. Okay, Lizelle, you got Blessu. Even with that, she only has a 50% chance to hit. Let's try to make the Commander Zulk bleed here. Okay, wow, 3 damage? Really? That's what we're doing? And hopefully I can daze you here. Okay. You suck. You suck.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Okay, time to pick up the Everburn Blade. I am gonna drop this tank. I'm also gonna drop this thing. Oh, now it's bleeding. Awesome. And now it's dazed. Awesome. Look at that. But reduced to 0 from... Oh, that's awesome. Let's go.
Can't give up.
Alright, time to leave this. Okay, Jade, we're giving that to my character. Dagger, so it's a D4 plus either your strength or dex modifier and piercing damage. We already know what piercing strike does. A rogue's favorite toy. Dagger, light weapon, finesse weapon, and a firm weapon. 0.9 weight, 16 value. We'll send that to my character here. I guess just go up here, I guess.
Hurry, before they strike.
Okay. Alright, firebolt on you, please. Of course. You just don't do enough damage to kill it.
Kill them, or your spine is mine.
No time left. I must reach the helm.
Really, 60% chance and you miss.
Still on my feet.
God damn it. You missed! With Bless and you being fucking dazed, you miss. Are you kidding me?
Got to concentrate.
Of course. God damn you, Shadowheart. You suck. Okay, I am gonna pick up a Void Ball, which does throw this alien bulb at a target and possibly pull in nearby objects and creatures. The numerous suction cups on this ball expand and constrict rhythmically as if breathing. They latch onto anything they can get hold of. Enemies have to make a strength saving throw in order to avoid being pulled. It's 0.6 and weight 3 in value. I'll pick this up. I'll pick this up. And I'll pick this up. I literally don't have enough movement to pick it up. Of course. How? How?
Let these intruders open! Avernus is ours!
I can't even catch my breath.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, Mind Flayer, you suck. Bro, I'm missing all these attacks.
Heading there.
Like, what are we doing?
Take this ship, or Dario will have your head!
Come a little closer.
See, the reason why I put these chests is because the commander gets reinforcements, and caveats, even though they can fly, that for some reason they're just not programmed to fly over the chests. So, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill the commander. My luck is not on my side. It still has a bunch of health. Yeah, and I only get 10 turns left. And eventually this Mind Flayer is going to die. Once the Mind Flayer dies, the commander's turning on me. Okay, 21 is a good amount. 2d10 plus 4. Okay, that was a good roll. But
My faith will protect me.
I don't see a world where I'm... I mean, the commander can only survive for... How much longer? 12, 24... Only 3 more turns. There's no way I'm gonna do 123 worth of damage in 3 turns. There's just no way. I mean, I can do as much as I can.
So much for peace.
Okay, I just did 7 right there, but I mean, like, I really need the fucking Mind Flayer to start doing shit. Yeah, now it's still now only down to like half health. I don't think. Even with Shadowheart starting to use her Sacred Flames here, yeah, the chances of... I really need to mind the Commander Zulk to start missing his attacks. God damn it.
Choice but to keep going.
Okay, 6 was nice. 6 was nice. But... There's just no way that I'm gonna be able to do... It's down to 61 health. Oh, I missed! Okay, that's big. That's big. I actually can't die this turn. Oh. Oh, that's actually big. Okay. Okay. Maybe there's a shot. Maybe there's a shot.
Time to push my luck again.
Okay, now I'm starting to get the hits in here. It's only at 51 health. Wait a second. Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a minute.
Ready.
Okay, 1 health. It's at 1 health. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing here. I'm going to... attack you? Yeah, I'll provoke the attack of opportunity. I don't care. Okay. I'm gonna jump way over here, then I'm just gonna flee this way.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna be able to kill the commander. I had jump over here. Wait, is it gonna be able to kill the... Oh, I actually missed. Okay. But for you, you're gonna jump like right here. You're gonna dash like all the way over here.
Got to keep fighting.
Damn, I got really lucky. 1 health. Now, if I blow up this tank, I can kill both the Mind Flayer and the commander. Hopefully, in 1 hit. Blow you up. No, it's at 1 health! Oh, if I had that other not only tank, but it's burning, it should take enough damage. Oh, it should take enough damage. Oh, please die.
Is taken.
And it's dead. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Oh. Well, I don't want my character to be, or I want my character to be the one to.
At the ready.
That was awesome. And Commander Zulk and the Mind Flayer are dead. 5 turns to spare. And because of that, I got 75 XP from killing Commander Zulk. And I got 75 XP for killing the Mind Flayer. The important thing to note is you have to be the one to kill the Mind Flayer. If Commander Zulk kills the Mind Flayer, you don't get the XP. That is the important thing to note. Same thing if the Mind Flayer kills the Commander Zulk. You have to be the one to kill both creatures if you want the XP. And that's the reason why you do that fight in the first place, right? Like, Commander Zulk's an optional fight. Because he doesn't attack you, right? He only attacks the Mind Flayer. If you don't care about killing the Commander Zulk, right? Because obviously a lot of that fight is luck. If you just care about escaping the ship, if you just care about killing the imps and killing the lesser Hellsboar and whatnot, you're able to get off the ship easily, right? With like 10 turns or like 6 turns earlier. But I mean, succeeding on that means that I get 150 XP, right, from killing both the Mind Flayer and the Commander, which really helps you in leveling up in this game early, right? And now I can enact a transponder here.
The Helm's alien transponder. You made it in time.
And the prologue is done. Wait, now we have to kill the dragon, actually. No, I was kidding. Because as you can see, a lot of that fight is luck. A lot of it is determined on if the Mind Flayer could get his hits in against the Commander. Because the thing is, like, the Commander Zulk is resistant to melee attacks, so it's resistant to slashing damage if you're using a long sword, or like piercing damage. So like any attacks that you do against the Commander are already going to be reduced by half, right? Or reduced, like, you know what I mean? So if you normally would do 10 damage in an attack, you would do 5. That's why after like every single attack against the Mind Flayer, I was only doing like 5, 6, 7, whatever damage. Which on Honor mode, the Commander Zulk has 195 health. If you're only doing 5 damage in attack, and if level 1 character, you only get 1 attack per turn. And even with the Blessed, with Shadowheart's Blessed, I only get 50% chance to even hit the Commander, right? So it's not even guaranteed that I'm going to hit it. So if I'm hitting the Commander every other turn, or once per turn, once if Lae'zel, and then my other guy misses, or my guy hits and Lae'zel misses, I'm doing 5 damage per turn, or let's say like 7 damage per turn. It's gonna take way too long for me to kill the Commander. Because I mean, as soon as the Mind Flayer is dead, the Commander turns on you. And you're fucked, right? Because the Commander, even if you have him disarm his blade, or like if the Commander fails on his saving throw to have for him to drop the Everburn blade, right, and succeeds in dropping the, like, you're able to get his Everburn blade from the Commander. You're still kind of fucked if the Mind Flayer is dead, right? Because even if his unarmed strikes, he's doing 6 damage per hit, which most characters at level 1 are dead in 1 hit, right? My character can survive for 2 turns because he has 13 health. Because he's a dwarf, he gets +1 health per level. But with the Everburn blade, you're cooked. Like that fight could only happen if Shadowheart doesn't succeed, or if Shadowheart succeeds. Or sorry, that fight can only be won if the Commander fails on his saving throw at that very beginning of the fight.
The tadpole squirms in
We have a 55% chance to do it. Now, if he fails on the first try, you get 1 more turn, right? Because Shadowheart gets 2 level 1 spells. If you fail again, And at that point, there's no point in fighting the commander. If you really want to kill the commander, you would have to restart. But if you don't care about killing the commander, you could just then leave the ship. Because the commander is easily going to kill the Mind Flayer with the Everburn Blade equipped. Because he's going to do, like, probably, like, average of 25 damage per turn. And the commander has, like, what, 90, or the Mind Flayer has 91 health. The Mind Flayer is quickly going to go down. Commander Zulk's gonna turn on you, and you're fucked. And that is why you free Shadowheart. Unless you yourself are playing a cleric, right? Like, if you're playing a cleric, or any character that gets access to the command spell. Which I don't know what classes do. Then it's not as necessary to free Shadowheart. Right, it could still be necessary. I mean, not necessarily necessary. It would still be useful to free Shadowheart, right? Because then you both get access, right? Instead of 2 times, you get 4 tries for him to drop his weapon, right? Because you have your character and then Shadowheart. They both cast command. But since my character is a fighter, he doesn't get any spells at level 1. I mean, and based off what subclass I'm going, he's not going to get access to any spells at all unless he uses spell scrolls. Alright, we're going to check myself for injuries.
You're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through. But it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Wow, 5 XP? Thank you. And it's like you take the benefits of a long rest. You come back with full health. You come back with, like, your action stuff. Like, so Pommel Strike and Lacerate come back. And now, I'm gonna level up. Level 2 fighters, they get the important Action Surge. Plus, obviously, you gain health. You gain health at every level. So that isn't unique. Now, because I killed the commander and the Mind Flayer, I'm already at 131 XP into level 2.
With haste. Fresh water. There must be a settlement nearby.
And then let's now recruit... Oh, 4 gold? Okay. Let's now recruit Shadowheart into our party.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible? I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm kind of eating right now. So none of us really know how we're alive. Okay. I'll ask her if she knows where we are, I guess. I feel like any of these would be useful, right? Because, I mean, obviously Liesel was with us. I could say... I feel like I would ask, like, any of these two. Like, did you have any idea where we are?
No. I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Again, I feel like I would ask either one of these two. I mean, I could leave without her, but I mean, I want her as a permanent companion, so I'm not going to do that.
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Even if you don't want XP, it's actually useful to recruiter. I mean, for every character, I think every time you recruit a character, except Zell for some reason, you get 30 experience. Right? I was at 131 going into level 2, now I'm at 161. And now, okay, let's level up Shadowheart. Alrighty. Prepare spells. I don't need that spell right now. That one's more of like a niche spell. It's still good, but only in certain situations. Also, not gonna use command right now. I'll use Bane. Those will be the 5, I guess. Okay. Also, I'm gonna, for my main character, equip this Everburn Blade. This is an uncommon greatsword. Silent flames surge the length of the blade as soon as it clears the scabbard. 5.4 in weight, 130 in value. So it's 2d6 plus your strength modifier and slashing damage, plus 1d4 fire damage. So instead of doing a range of 4 for 13 damage with my longsword, Everburn Blade is 6 for 19. Yeah. Doing 6 for 19 damage sounds better than doing 4 for 13 damage, so I'm gonna equip that. My hand would be burning right now. Yeah, well, whatever. And I guess I will send these void bulbs to Yikroth. Alright, there we go.
Still alive, so that's progress. Very well.
No, I don't want that. Frumpy hat. There is something to the Frumpy explorer who keeps lots of cats in the aesthetic of this hat. 1 in weight, 5 in value. Alright, I will take the potion of healing. Murgrass. Alright, alchemical ingredient. Combine 3 of these to create a suspension. Alchemical solution. Potion and mind reading potion. Fragrance, memory, and perception smatter this liquid, a crude constellation of thought. This tough, inflexible reed grows in waterside clusters and makes for a fine building material. 0.1 in weight, 5 in value. So you can find ingredients to create potions in this game. Kind of similar to Skyrim. I mean, it's been a while since I played Skyrim, so I kind of forget what the alchemy was like in that game. Not, I kind of forget. I totally forgot what alchemy was like in that game, to be honest with you. I know there was an alchemy skill in Skyrim, so I know, like, the more that you used alchemy, or the more that you experimented with it, or used it, you would get better with it. I know that for sure, but perfumed letter. Still legible in spite of water stains and spirit ink. 0.1 in weight, 14 in value. Sigh. I love you. There. I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again. And again. And keep on saying it till we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so is staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. Low-key, taking letters in this game is useful, because they're very lightweight and they have good value. Obviously, I mean, they're not the most useful things in terms of value. Stuff like emeralds or jades would be better, but they are still very good to take. Buckets of fish. The day's catch to smell suggests it's starting to go off. 0.4 in weight, 1 in value. Backpack here. I don't need the water. I will take that. Oh, a backpack. I'll read it. A durable bag of thick canvas and leather, adorned with numerous straps and heavy buckles. 2 in weight, 1 in value. I'll read shanties for the Bitch Queen. A salt-stained collection of sea shanties meant to honor Umberlee, goddess of the sea. And we all row with the spray upon our necks, and we all row with the spray upon our backs, and we all row with the sea beneath our feet, and the Bitch Queen stays the storm. Wave mother, lashes to the prow. Wave mother, we ask to sail your skirt if you allow. Wave mother, sink us if you will. Wave mother, our skulls are yours of brine and sand to fill. Souls away and anchors still, the wind won't move without the Bitch Queen's will. We'll wait gladly years and days till the Bitch Queen brings the waves. Hey ho, she told us so. Hey ho, she told us so. Alright, we'll pick that up. Alright, we'll loot this dead fisher. Don't need the bottle. We'll take that. Take that. Alright, feast tools. Feast tools enable you to open locks based on a sleight of hand check. The tools break on an unsuccessful attempt. This collection of hooks, picks, and wrenches is extensive enough to pick any lock, if you've got the necessary skills. 0.4 in weight, 25 in value. I'll pick that up. I'll take this, 14 gold. Wooden barrel. A standard cask suitable for storage or maturing wines and spirits. 20 in weight, 1 in value. Alright, let's loot Belladonna here. This is our second alchemical ingredient. Alchemical ingredient. Combine 3 of these to create a sublimate. Alchemical solution, elixir, peerless focus potion. It's an uncommon potion. A spellcaster who cannot maintain your spell is useful as a chocolate kettle. The old rhyme goes, if you fear the change or moon, if befall by curse or doom, if you're in the lichen's power, seek the Belladonna flower. Old rhymes are pretty, but they get people killed more often than not. Belladonna blooms are poisonous. 0.1 in weight, 5 in value. I'll pick that up. Supply mate of Belladonna is now ours. Mangled fisher. Don't want the mug. Don't want the bottle. I will pick up the fish. And we'll pick this up.
Open up.
I don't think there's gonna be anything there. Yeah. We'll pick this up. Murgrass. Alright, our third ingredient, dagger root. Alchemical ingredient. Combine 3 of these to calcinate them into ashes. Alchemical solution, oil of accuracy potion. Uncommon potion. This slick oil helps your weapon slip through the tiniest cracks in an enemy's defenses. Known as the Executioner's Garnish, this herb flourishes in blood-fed soil and has flavored countless final meals. 0.1 in weight, 5 in value. I'll take that. Ashes of dagger root are now ours. Oh. Oh, never mind. Alright, I'll take the dagger. Alright, I'll take the 27 gold. I will take that. Hammer. The varnish of this hammer's handle has been worn dull by calloused hands. 4 in weight, 1 in value. I don't need that. I think we are all set to take our next fight here against the intellect devourers. Oh, as you can see, one of them's already... Oh, they're actually already damaged. Actually, didn't even realize that. Okay. We're gonna... doing a little bit of sneaking here.
What do we have here?
Alright, Shadowheart. No, I didn't mean to stand up. Fuck. I meant to split the group. God.
Strike could be lethal.
Fucking damn it, little bitches. Fine, I'll do this. Really? 2 damage? On a D8, you roll in a 2? That's what we're rolling here?
Breathing fast.
Oh,
I
of
need
course.
healing.
Of course. Okay, that was good. Okay, that was good. Of course. Okay. I got one. Action economy. Deal with the ones that are low health first. Of course. Little asshole. Oh, shit. She's knocked. Okay. We're gonna do this. Actually, we're gonna throw this potion on both of us. So it affects both of us here. So we both get healing. Actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna move over here. And we both gain health. Look at that, chat. Can you stop? Okay, that was good. Okay, that was good. Oh, fuck, I forgot that. Yeah, if you're down and come back, you don't get your action. You have to wait a turn. So she really can't do anything this turn. Okay. I'm gonna do this, I think. I'm gonna attack you. Really? 2 damage? Really? That's what we're doing. I'm gonna get into the front lines here. Jesus Christ! Okay. That was a nice miss. Okay. Firebolt this one, please. Really? 2 damage? Really? We're just... That's what we're doing? Okay, time to second win this. Ooh, max health regained. Let's go. And that guy's defeated.
Light on my feet.
Okay. I'm gonna get through this fight, I think. God damn it, man. Your fucking claws. How much do you get to the attack roll? 10? Plus proficiency, plus the difficulty tactician, plus dex. So you get a plus 6 to the attack roll. You have a 55% chance to hit. But 2d4 plus 2 damage? Shit. God damn. Can you, like... Okay, 9 damage is nice on a d10. Okay. 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 That fight went a lot not as good as it should have. Okay, I'm gonna take a short rest to restore some of our hit points here.
That helped.
Okay. That was stupid of me. I meant to press this button, not this button. This made us not hide action anymore, because I could have blown this Nautiloid tank up to destroy one of the intellect devourers. That would have been really useful. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. My stupid fingers. Abducted nobleman. Rapier does 1d8 plus either your strength or dex modifier and piercing damage. Proficiency with this weapon type unlocks Flourish, Piercing, Strike, and Weakening Strike. This non-lethal attack possibly inflicts weak grip, hindering the target's attacks. Weak grip lasts for 2 turns. It's a melee attack roll. Enemies have to make a strength saving throw in order to avoid getting weak grip, and then you get it back after a short rest. A slender but deadly sword favored by Water Davian nobility. 1.8 in weight, 65 in value. And a silver locket. A finely crafted silver locket engraved with the words "For Papa." 0.1 in weight, 20 in value. We'll take that. Thank you.
I need to find a way forward.
I am gonna loot this Dead Mind Flayer for... Oh, Potion of Speed is a very good potion. Uncommon potion. Gain an extra action, a +2 bonus to armor class, advantage on dexterity saving throws, and double your movement speed for 3 turns. When a condition ends, become lethargic. This solution ripples and splashes of its own accord, almost like it's trying to escape the bottle. Bonus action, single use, 0.2 in weight, 20 in value. I'll take both of those, please. I'll take the Void Bulb and Potion of Healing, and then I'll take Oil of Accuracy. Hold your weapon to receive a +2 bonus to attack rolls with the oiled weapon. Bonus action, single use, 0.2 in weight, 20 in value. Alright, what's in here? Nothing. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the thief's tools.
Please.
Okay. A lute. Perform class actions. Many a bard's first instrument, the lute is heard in taverns all across Faerun. Not proficient with musical instrument, and in 2 in weight, 14 in value. I'm gonna pick this up even though I'm not proficient with it, because I could just sell it for gold. So, you know what? Pick up the belladonna flower. I'll pick up the myrgrass from right here. And then I will be right back. I really have to use the restroom. So, give me a few minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. Alrighty, time to unlock this chest.
Open up.
Use the most goated cantrip in the game. Alright, I finally get a roll. Still less than 10. My character just can't get any rolls above, like, 10 it would seem. That leather helmet. Dexterity saving throws goes up by +1. Layers of leather were boiled and molded to create this rugged cap. It still smells a bit of tannins. So light armor, 1 in weight, 25 in value. Yeah, I will equip this. And then we are going to hide it so it doesn't show up during... I don't like the look of it, but obviously I still want the effects of it, so... And then we're gonna come over here and recruit our third companion.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others? There. Can you see it?
I can actually. Of course I failed the perception check.
Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need him alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Nod?
Fine, I'll play along with him.
And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacled freaks did to me. Don't lie to me.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Well, I don't want to risk the chances of failing this roll. I don't know what happens if he fails, so I'm just going to say the Mind Flayer worm, it connected us, which actually that is true. We saw it on the ship with Shadowheart, so...
You're not one of them. They took you. Just the same as me. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Fine, I'll accept the apology.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. My, you've been busy. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship?
I'll tell him the truth. We learned that from Lae'zel, yes, unfortunately, and also the transformation that we saw with that one lady.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Yeah, we do need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
Yeah, alright, let's travel together.
Know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And anyone that can crash a mind flayer ship and walk away seems like a good person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
And now we have Astarion. Alright, so journal, escape, rescue Olympus captive is complete. Talk to the half-elf. We opened the pod using an eldritch rune and freed the captive. We should speak to her. We learned that the survivor aboard a nautiloid is called Shadowheart. She joined us. And escape the nautiloid complete. Reached the hell. We met a Githyanki named Lizelle. She told us we could escape if we reached the ship's helm. And then connect the nerves of the transponder. The Mind Flayer told us we need to connect the nerves of the transponder to escape the hells. And then we escape the hells on the nautiloid, so our 2 quests are complete. And then our companion quest, the Pale Elf, continued traveling with Astarion. We met a strange elf who had also been infected with a parasite. He was hostile at first, but agreed to join us when he learned we were infected too. And then Daughter of Darkness, continued traveling with Shadowheart. We recruited a half-elf named Shadowheart. She was also aboard a nautiloid and infected with a parasite. And our main quest is find a cure. Find a way to remove the Mind Flayer parasite. We've escaped the hells on a nautiloid and crashed somewhere back in the material plane. We need to explore the area and find a healer. And I guess we will level up Astarion here. Alright, oh, Astarion, yeah, because he's a rogue, he starts at grease bottles, creates a flammable grease surface, creatures walking on it have half movement speed and can fall prone. The grease surface lasts until a long rest. The pale sludge within this bottle doesn't pour easily, oozing out in fatty clumps instead, 1.2 in weight, 14 in value. I'm going to send these thief tools to Astarion. I'm also going to send this dagger to Astarion, because since it's a light weapon, he could dual wield this. So, he'll equip that. Also send this light crossbow to him. So he does a little bit more damage there. Padded armor, it's light armor. 11 armor class. Despite the careful stitches, the gold embroidery on his padded doublet is slowly unraveling. And then Astarion's eccentric clothes. A once fine shirt that's seen years of cuts, tears, and careful repairs. Clearly someone cares about looking good. 2 in weight, 11 in value. We already got the tasteful boots. Astarion's underwear. Maybe one of my favorite underwear. Each character has like little quotes on their underwear, right? We already led Lizelle's or Shadowheart's if pants get brewed. Lizelle's was like what it built for function rather than fun or something. Astarion's is my favorite. Embroidered into the cloth. If you're reading this, you managed to bed or behead me. Either way, you got lucky. That maybe I don't know.
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait, Shadowheart says something after you recruited Astarion here.
Astarion's an interesting find. Let's hope any future acquaintances don't hold a blade to your throat by way of introduction.
By way of introduction.
Best be on my way.
Alrighty.
I need a quick word.
Alright, we'll talk to the scared boar, I guess. Well, okay, more like communicate. Observe the boar to see what it does. Attack or leave. Alright, if I pass this check, I think Shadowheart's approval of me will increase. God, my rolls suck. I just luckily had the skill to pass that difficulty class. Okay.
The boar grunts and eyes you warily with its beady eyes. The boar shuffles its trotters, unsure. Then it dashes away into...
Doesn't even let you finish the quote, and dashes away until the wilt and just cuts off. Okay, well, we are going to take the balsam here. Alchemical ingredient. Combine 3 of these to calcinate them into ashes. Alchemical solution. Potion of greater healing potion. A drop for curing moderate injuries. Since balsam thrives on high mountaintops, the petals of the spiny flower can be carried for miles in a strong wind. 0.1089 in value. Ashes of balsam is received here. Alright, we'll go over here. Get this, pass on this nature check. Hopefully. Alright, that's...
Deep grooves in the mud around that rock.
Alright, an ornate chest. Every inch of the small chest is decorated with iron clasps. Yeah, there's actually a lot in here. Harper's Notebook, various accounts of impiety and blasphemy among locals, all bound in one ragged book. A tattered collection of reports held together with a moon and harp seal. There's frequent mention of sacrilegious activity among a local Selûnite sect. And in Harper's map, a map that's seen better days, but recent editions suggest it's still in use. 0.10814 in value. This stained, ragged map has passed through countless hands. A little harp marks an area called Moonrise Towers of a small inky crescent sketched in a nearby forest. Below the crescent is a more recent scroll. Cache. And with a ruby, a deep burgundy color, this stone seems to trap all light. 0.02 in weight, 90 in value, and a malachite. 0.02 in weight, 25 in value. Parents slip these stones under their children's pillows to ward off nightmares, and 2 potions of speed. That is a very useful chest. You get, I mean, a lot of stuff that you could sell, right? And but also just, I mean, the 2 potions of speed is really what makes it beneficial. I mean, would you go so far as to say is that's like the best chest that you could find in Act 1? Because the chests, I mean, there's some chests that are random, like they're, what they have in them is, it can be different, right? It could be like randomly generated, but that chest has the same exact thing in it every, well, mostly. I think the malachite can change out for something else, but it always has X amount of gold, probably like 10 for 20 gold. It always has the Harper's map and the Harper's notebook. It always has the 2 potions of speed, and it always has the ruby. Alright, we'll talk to the dying Mind Flayer.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
Well, yeah, I should be furious.
Yes, you feel hate. And you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Yeah, don't pick this one. Unless you're ballsy, because, yeah, if he's able to, if I pass on the intelligence check to concentrate on its thoughts, it can actually end up controlling my mind and force me to kiss it. I'm using quotation marks, kiss it, and he'll essentially, suck my brain and kill me. And that'll be the end of the campaign. So, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take advantage of the lapse and break free.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him so I can get the XP. And so I can loot him. Those 2 things are important. Alright, I'll take both of those things. You're right, death is too good for it. Yeah, there's nothing back over here, I don't think. We'll loot the Mind Flayer up here. This little dead guy up here. Alright, we'll pick up the Void Balm, we'll pick up the Potion of Healing. Skull. The top of the skull is cracked with a lattice of shallow fractures. 0.2 in weight, 1 in value. Okay.
Dead goblins over there.
Alright, we'll loot this for a Goblin Bow, 1d6 plus your dex modifier and piercing damage. Proficiency with this weapon type unlocks Hamstring Shot. Fashioned together from a rough cut branch and sticking sinew. Short bow, range is 60 feet, two-handed weapon, 1.8 in weight, 16 value. And a supply pack, we'll take that. We'll take the Goblin Scimitar, 1d6 plus either your strength or dex modifier and slashing damage. Proficiency with this weapon type unlocks Flourish and Lacerate. A cruel and crude blade forged in mass by goblin hordes. Scimitar, light weapon, and finesse weapon, 2.7 in weight, 30 in value. We'll take that. And a potion of minor healing and a hand axe. We'll take that. Yeah, we're taking all this stuff so we can sell it, you know? And I guess let's go
What's going on with that rope?
recruit our fourth
Approach
companion.
The sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Yeah, in my first campaign, I saw the slightly dangerous, and then I just left. I never interacted with the sigil, so I was never able to recruit Gale. Or not able to, I did not.
Anyone?
Should I be a bitch and slap the hand? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll ask who are you?
Just your average traveler stuck between realms. Pull me out, and we'll get properly introduced.
Fine, I'll pull him out. Use the best cantrip in the game. The target gains a D4 bonus to ability checks. Finally, I actually get a good roll. Okay. Unfortunately, it was on a difficulty class that's kind of low. So, like, the chances of me succeeding were pretty high. I mean, unless I rolled a 1 or something.
Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
Could be a smartass and say at introductions. No.
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
Yeah, I'll ask how he got stuck in that stone. He likes
I don't
telling
know what
stories.
transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
Could be as smart to control the ship, even though the burning lichens is literally right behind me, like the smoke. I'm gonna say I took control of the ship, landed it safely, saved the day.
That vast burning wreckage behind you somewhat contradicts your story, but here you stand. So
No,
who
it's a
am I to
different ship,
argue?
trust me, Gale.
Still, swashbuckling heroics aside, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region, were you not?
Fine, go
The
on.
insertee we speak of, this parasite? Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
Damn, that was kind of a diss. You don't happen to be one of them. I could say, I was going to ask you the same question, but I'll just do the fighter unique dialogue here and say, my hands are better suited to less delicate pursuits. I can offer you a swift end, but I can't cure you.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Fine. Let's get that 30 XP from recruiting Gale.
Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone.
You're welcome.
It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
There we go, 30 XP. So you get 30. Oh, we got an extra 5. Probably for touching a stone or something. I don't know.
Lost in thought.
Now we can recruit Gale, level him up. Alright, I'm gonna keep him at an evocation wizard. So yeah, he's an evocation wizard. You're known as an evoker, striding unharmed for the unfettered chaos you call. Learning evocation spells from scrolls only costs you 25 gold per spell level, not 50. And then Sculpt Skills creates pockets of safety within your evocation spells. Allies automatically succeed their saving throws against these spells and take no damage from them. So he's an evocation wizard. Obviously he's a wizard, so for him, I don't even know if it would say what a wizard does. You're a wizard! Yeah. Now, wizards, a unique thing that they have in the game is that they can learn spells through spell scrolls. So they can learn... These are all wizard spells available. They can find most of these spells through spell scrolls. There are a few spells that in the game that they do not have spell scrolls, and that the only way you can obtain them is through level up. I think there's 4 level 1 wizard spells. Find Familiar, Enhance Leap, Launch Strider, and Shield. Well, Shield's already an S tier spell, so I'm going to take Shield. Launch Strider's a good one for combat, right? I mean, just an extra 10 movement speed. It doesn't require concentration. You can use it on all your allies and yourself. So this helps outside of combat, and just if you need to get to areas that are hard to reach. I'll save this for later. I'll get Enhance Leap for now. All of these in the top row, Ice Knife, all of these I could eventually find for spell scrolls. Tasha's Hideous Laughter is another very, very good spell. But these are the 2 I'll get. So I'll accept that, I'll level up. And I think this is where I'll end it for now. Actually, before we end it. So yeah, he has a quarterstaff, it's a versatile weapon, so holding it with one hand is 1d6, holding it with 2 hands is 1d8, plus your strength modifier and bludgeoning damage, or minus if your strength is negative, like Gale's is. He's not that strong. And in main hand, only topple weapon actions, so he get, topple, what does it do? Swipe at a creature to not get prone, that lasts for 1 turn. So melee attack rule enemies have to succeed on a dex saving throw in order to avoid being knocked prone. He get it back after a short rest, and he uses an action. Someone has carved 27 small lines into the hard wood, 3.6 in weight, 10 in value. And then he has, I read the simple robe. Gale's austere clothes. Somehow Gale has managed to make his clothes smell like a library. To inhale their aroma is to feel a sudden urge to speak more quietly, or pay a fine. And then he has the Netherese Breeze. Not as good as Astarian's, like the description, but still, I still like it. Energy crackles around these. Gale wouldn't. Surely he didn't enchant his. Yeah. I'm actually gonna split up some of these potions of healing. Wait, well, nope. Let's get back to my character.
Despite everything.
Let's do this. I'll give each of my you can have a max, unless you're using mods, you can have a max of 4 characters in your party. So I'm gonna give each of my characters here a potion of healing. So 3, 3, 3 all across, and then I'll have 5. Actually, I'll also give each of them a void bulb as well. You can have a void bulb. You could have a void bulb. And you could have a void bulb. Okay, look at that. Okay. And I think that is it for now. I don't think there's anything else that I'll keep the cosmic balls and the spike balls for myself. I think that's it. So yeah, next time I will kind of do, I guess let's look at what I will do for next time. And next time I'll explore like this area. Actually, I don't even want to explore it. So yeah, I guess we'll go over what I did. We finished the prologue. Then we kind of recruited Shadowheart. We kind of got some alchemy ingredients over here. We did the intellect of ours. We recruited Astarion. Got the nice chest over here. Killed the dead mind flare. We didn't get that far. It was really the prologue. I'm taking this slow. I don't know. I'm someone who doesn't rush through video games. I take my time. So this is gonna be a lot of time spent on this game, on this honor mode attempt. Like low-key, if I wasn't describing everything and taking my time reading through it, I could probably get through this in like half an hour, like from the very beginning till now. Like if I skip through dialogue and stuff, but that's not who I am. I take this slow, so that is what I'm gonna do. Anyways, enough of me yapping. You guys are probably bored of me yapping. Where the hell